Warning! The following video features custom and fabrication work performed either by a professional or under the supervision of professionals. Alright guys, we're back working on the roll cage today. So I last left off, we got just the basics of this thing done. Today we're going to start working on 2 door bars and the gussets. But before we get started, I just want to mention, I'm not specifically building this cage to any specifications, just my own. So we're just going to get to it. Alright, so these door bars are going to be a lot more simple than the rest of the stuff we've been working on. I need a piece of tubing to go from point A to point B. The only thing I need to get out of my way is the bar itself. I don't want to be sitting here and have it interfere with the seat, so we're going to have to worry about just one bend about that area where you can see the tape measure at the kink, and just to push it out away from the seat a little bit. So I've already taken my measurements, we've got a piece already cut, and we're going to start our bend now. Alright, here the bar is in the car with our 10-degree bend. You can see where I started the machine, and it takes about 2 inches for the bend to start. So what we do want is extra material, because it's currently on the inside. I want it to come out much further, and we have to worry about the actual cope we have to make on this. So just to make things easier as we work through it, I'm going to lop it off here, and then we're going to start notching it in as we need. Alright, so after a bunch of cutting and trimming, this is what I end up with. So this slight bend makes it just barely clear the doors, gives me as much space in here as possible. So for the upper bar, I'm going to maintain the same bend point. However, what I want, I'm going to have this bar come parallel. I want it to break up and almost kind of come up to my shoulder. So we're going to transfer this over to the new tube and see what we end up with. Alright, here the top bar is finally in place. You can see it's just loose and just sitting in here temporarily. The next thing we're going to have to worry about is more gusseting. It's going to work something like this. I'm going to get these measurements more figured out. In the meantime, we're going to replicate both of these bars on the passenger side. So we're going to spin the car around and do that now. Alright, got them all test fit and just tacked in for now. So both the passenger side and driver side are in. And let's watch how this door closes. We can see in there or not, but not a lot of clearance, so the possibility of using the stock door cards is out the window. But now that we have this much done, I'm going to move inside, and most importantly, we're going to gusset the A-pillars on both sides. I'm going to gusset this on the inside of it as well as the outside, which is what you'll see from the windshield. And then, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of regulations that come in with race cars and roll cages. And one of the main things that you need is a diagonal bar that goes from the driver's head all the way down to the far corner. And I have a problem there, as well as if it goes through that corner, it's going to push my seat forward even further. So I don't really want to do that. And the purpose of that is to keep your cage square. So what I'm going to do is we're going to gusset this cage to the body here. So I'm going to run a strip all the way across, and we're going to put dimple dies all the way across. It's going to hold more of this in case we have a major incident. So we'll get to work on those, get our templates put up, and then we'll put them in steel.
dimple die, and we're gonna smash flares and all these pieces.
All right, let's get to it. And put it in there. All right, cap it off. All right, start smashing. Okay, let's have a look. Pull it apart. Ooh, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, that's nice.
All right. So now we only have to do 40 more. Alright, here's just a quick look at how those window gussets are coming out. There's the outside of the A-pillar. There is the inside of the A-pillar. I managed to make it to where all the holes line up. I am going to come up here and contour this edge to wrap around inside so there's not a sharp edge for you to get a hold of. There's a long piece that's going to get gusseted to that firewall. And there's the other two that I have to put on the other side. And what I still need to work on is 6 more gussets we're going to use with the tubing, as well as 2 corner ones that are just going to tie those corners up stronger just on both sides. Alright, so here you have it. It's still not done. However, I promise in the next episode I will get this cage finished. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.